That's all I know for sure. Bonk. No loot? Really? That's weird. Okay. Whatever. That's cool. Zentric, what's up, buddy? The taxi for Honor? For Honor doesn't come out for a while. Yeah. Castel Dacia. Abandoned site. Let's see what's in here. Oh! Oh, there's a hidden treasure. Okay. Giant centipedes, maybe? Art spores? The hell is going on? What the hell is this?
I am Maximus Lunius Macrinus.
I guess he's a spectre?
Our deeds in life ring out through all eternity.
Ow.
Vengeance will be mine, in this life or in death to come.
Boom! How weird. I've never seen that enemy before. We also don't yet have a thing for this hidden treasure. Oh. Oh. I've always enjoyed practicing my craft. Killing came as natural to me as blowing my nose. They raised me to be a knight. We took the estate by storm and pulled Maximus Marcus out of his bedding still in his 90s. Yet we had to put off dealing with him and first see to his family. Those were our orders, like it or not, but it's one of those things to impale some corpulent cow diddler with a wine-stained mustache and quite another to string up a snot-nosed runt. He squealed like a little girl when the lads threw the noose around his neck. Marcrinus tried to buy us off, even showed me the candlestick lever that opens the hidden vault where he hides his family treasures, but Filbert's orders were clear. Next up was Maximus's wife. The lads spent a long time having their way with her and making Maximus watch. Oh my god. Too long. I didn't know the harlot's brood and haven't a clue what he did to Filbert to make him wish such a fate on him and his family, but that was too much for me. Only once his whole clan was swinging did we turn our attention to Macrinus. We stuck him with hot pokers, cut off his ears, then slit his gut. And he, throughout his horror, he didn't scream once, only groaned under his breath. When it came time for him to die in a puddle of his own excrement under the tree where we'd hanged his wife and son, he looked me in the eyes and whispered, "Vengeance will be mine, in this life or the next." Those were his last words. Dark clouds filled the sky in that instant, and a harsh gale sprung up. Then I gave the order to move out. I remembered perfectly when I reported back to Filbert, he was all smiles, happy as a clam. Didn't even harangue me for not looting the manor. It was clear he cared about one thing and only one thing, Macrinus' death. Jesus, dude. My lord. That is terrible. Wow. I don't care what a dude did, man. You don't go after his family. That's just wrong. This is wrong! We gotta find a lever somewhere. Cody, you should watch Gladiator if it doesn't sound familiar with me. Or to me. You think it's a Gladiator reference? Maybe. Yeah, I see the connections now. Interesting. Okay. We can go up in the house, but... Oh, that's all... It's all a Gladiator reference? Okay. Wow. There you go. Oh, here we go. Cool. It boggles the mind, but that dregs-drinking Filbert von Witten has returned to the duchy, and it seems he's not alone. He's gathered a group of fellow Sousnoggers, and together they've taken to attacking traveling merchants. That's the son of Knight has become a brigand. What an outrage. My brother Knights warned me Filbert Hans is harassing men for information about my family. Do I have cause for fear? I have heard Filbert has reached rock bottom, but could he really sink so low as to raise a hand against someone who once spared his life? Ugh. Wow. Wow. That's dark. That is dark. Anyway, let's go over here. Ugh. Whew. Static pulse. We changed the armor color. Excuse me. Yeah. Just the color. Damn. Damn it. There. Beautiful. Alright, let's grab this stuff and keep moving. Oh, are these supposed to be like the burnt out fields? Ooh. More darkness. All the darkness. Oh man, that sucks. Hey Titan Odin, what's up, man? Unicode, thank you for the host, dude. Appreciate that, buddy. Captain Roselle, no. What are you talking about, bud? I still don't know what these things are. They've got to be for something. That's a really interesting looking rock formation. Okay, it is where we're heading.
Come on! Come here!
Come here!
No chance against us!
Rise! Come! Here!
No. One down.
Smacking on an empty stomach, I despise it. This shall drag on too long. Let's ride!
Woo! Love it. Rev Rico, thank you for the 6 months, dude. Appreciate that, man. Bow, wow, wow. Bow. Bow, bow, wow. Bow. Is there someone here to rescue?
Witcher, save me!
Well, there we go.
Not your lucky day.
This shan't drag on too long.
Beauteous. Alright, good deal. Let's loot everything and then we'll talk to the guy in case he wants to take us somewhere. What's in here, though? Oh, it's where they were sleeping. Okay. What the hell is this? Where does this go? Crossbow. Gives like a little lookout. That's pretty cool. Hey, Floppy Pancake Mix. What's up, buddy? Hey, Red-Eyed Monster. Are you in here right now? Bow, bow, wow. Bow. Bow, bow, wow. Bow. Is Kodos over leveled? No, I'm using a really powerful build and we're on Death March and I'm a little bit over leveled for this area, but not by much. Got a journal. Hey Red, I've seen a lot of people asking about my build. What do you think about me doing like a quick rundown of my build and then we can make it a highlight and throw that in a command? Would that work? Erickson007, thank you for the 26 months of support. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, there's this guy. So we'll open that up and then probably follow him back. Let's make sure we got everything now. Yeah, that'll work, Red? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go over my build real quick, guys, and we're going to make that a highlight so anyone that has a question for it down the road will know what's going on. So we'll go ahead and start it right now at this time. 2 hours and 6 minutes, Red. Anyway. Hi, I'm CohhCarnage. I stream over on Twitch. Nice to meet you. So we've been getting a lot of questions about my build in Witcher 3, so I thought I'd make a quick little video on my build so you guys can see exactly what I'm using. I've been using this build pretty much for Witcher 3, Heart of Stone, and Blood and Wine, and I've loved this build. It's been great, and yeah, been really enjoying it. So let's go over it really quick, and I can show you what we're doing here. So it's primarily a light armor, fast attack, crit build. It's focused on Whirl, around Whirl, and has a little bit of alchemy and a little bit of general, but that's really about it. So where we're going to start, we have 5 points in muscle memory, and that increases fast attack damage and adrenaline point gain. We also have 5 points in precise blow, increases the chance of landing a fast attack critical hit by 10%, and fast attack critical hit damage by 75. That really adds up quick. Pretty awesome. And then we finally have 5 points in Whirl, which is a really great ability. That's the one that you see, if you ever watch my stream, you see me whirling around all the time with like a lightsaber particle effect. That's Whirl plus an ability called Severance, which I'll show you at the end of this. And then finally, I do have 5 points into this. This is an ability called Crippling Strikes. Now, I could just put it right here on my build, but I don't have it equipped right now because I was doing some testing, seeing if the bleed from Crippling Strikes overwrites the bleed that comes from my sword, because one of them does a lot more damage. And just for info, fast attacks now also apply a bleeding effect. Affected enemies lose 125 vitality or essence points per second for 5 seconds. A really good skill, and probably best to use overall. But sometimes when you have a sword that also has a very powerful bleed on it, you may want to drop that skill. Going down the line, we also have this skill here, Fleet-Footed. Damage received from hits while dodging reduced by 100%. That basically turns it a little bit into Dark Souls. Awesome. And then we've got up here 3 points into Resolve. Now, these points into Resolve I just put up here so we can go to the next level. I have it equipped now, but I didn't before. Not until the mutagen system came in. And then we also have 2 points in Undying. Again, that was to get to the next rank primarily, but I am using it currently. And Undying, when vitality reaches 0, it will be restored with a bonus of 25%. It does require an adrenaline point, though, so it's good to make sure that you have one of those. And then down here, we also have 5 points in Razor Focus. Instantly gain 1 adrenaline point when entering combat. And that's really good because it's going to synergize with a general ability that you're going to see in just a second here. Then we also have 3 points right here. This is Delusion. The reason we have this is because of that little sub thing there. Increases the effectiveness of Axii in dialogues. Every so often in the main game, you can use Axii to progress a quest or get more experience. Having this ability here, which you can swap in and out as needed, allows you to use Axii to its maximum effectiveness in those situations. Then we have 4 alchemy skills, which we use 3 of. We have Acquired Tolerance. Every known level 1, 2, or 3 alchemy formula increases maximum toxicity by 1. That can really help, especially if you use a lot of potions and decoctions like I do. Then we have Refreshment. Each potion imbibes a heal of 25% of maximum vitality, which is really nice. That means that all your decoctions and stuff also can help there. And then finally, we have 5 points in Protective Coating, which adds a 25% protection against attacks from the monster type of the oil targets. And this is for oils, which I'm really big about. I love oils in the game, and I try to use oils as much as I can. So Protective Coating really synergizes well with that. In terms of what major mutagens I'm using, 3 attacks. 2 of them synergize directly with the melee weapons we have up here. Then we use 1 green for our alchemy. That gives us a little boost in vitality. And then down here, you can really use whatever you want. I just go with more attack. But you can, of course, do whatever you want to do there. Finally, in our general skills, we have Rage Management, which means if your current stamina level is too low, signs can be cast using adrenaline points. And what's really nice about this is this synergizes really well with that ability that I talked about earlier down here, where you instantly gain an adrenaline point when entering combat. That kind of works well. Also, that extra ability point, especially at lower level or adrenaline point, can also synergize well with this guy here, Undying. So if you go in and get like absolutely rocked in a fight, at least you'll have a chance to jump in after that with the other one. Then we have this, which synergizes directly with our armor type. Each piece of light armor increases critical hit damage by 25 and fast attack damage by 5. So we make sure to wear all light armor in our build, and that way we maximize the Cat School technique buff. And then down here, finally, I'm using Strong Back. I was using this skill up here, which Adrenaline Point increases both weapon and sign damage, and that is a very good skill to switch out on. However, for me, I personally am a big looter, and I like to go to town as infrequently as possible. So Strong Back kind of worked with me, but if I was going for a pure kind of damage stat build, if I was min-maxing, I definitely would use Focus in its place. In terms of what mutagen I use, currently I'm using Bloodbath, which each fatal blow dealt by a sword dismembers the enemy or activates a finisher, and also, more importantly, each blow dealt by a weapon in melee combat increases attack power by 5% until combat ends. What's really nice about this skill is it synergizes directly with Whirl. So, as you know, Whirl is that really fast attack spinning speed. This means every time someone gets hit by Whirl, it does 5% more damage, and it just keeps going up. So it really works well. Now, what also even synergizes even better with all this stuff is if you use the rune that makes it so you don't take range damage, then basically when you're whirling around, you're near invincible because you keep staggering everyone. Put on a short potion, and that way you'll never get staggered, so it's even better. But unfortunately, bow guys can hit you, and the second they do, you lose that damage bonus. So another thing I highly recommend to use with this is the Rune Right enchantment on your armor that prevents ranged weapons from doing damage to you. Now, I am going to be working down this line and eventually probably use Second Life. When vitality reaches 0, you become temporarily invulnerable and regenerate 100% vitality. That's a really, really nice mutagen. So I may work my way down there. I'm just not quite there in my story. Finally, the only other thing I'll add to my build is, as I said before, I'm full light armor. I'm currently using a Grandmaster Feline set. However, I'm using 2 Viper Venomous Steel swords. The reason that I use these swords over Mastercraft Feline is the 75% critical hit damage bonus, which is, again, a huge bonus and works really well. But then the important thing to look at right there is the Severance. Severance increases the range of Whirl by 1.1 yards and Rend by 1.9. So if you're ever wondering when I'm doing Whirl why I have those particle effects at the very end, that's because I'm using Severance. And all of that stuff adds together, makes my build, which at the end of the day, I love this build. I don't plan on even trying any others because of how much fun I'm having with it. And that's really about it. So anyway, thank you for watching. That is my Witcher 3 build. And yeah, hope you enjoyed everything and hope to see you at twitch.tv/CohhCarnage. Thanks. And scene. Okay, awesome. Thank you for putting up with that, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's keep going. We got to unlock this thing and see where this guy's going to take us after we get that loot. So yeah, Bike Man, or not Bike Man. Someone said play World of, or Total War with Bike Man. Lol. Red Eye Monster, if we could make that a highlight, and then Nuriel, once that's done, if you want to make that like a Witcher 3 build command, that would be perfect. What is all this stuff with Horde and Alliance? What's going on here? Celebrate Warcraft movie with Horde Alliance Twitch chat badges? What? Oh, Lord. Anyway. Alright, let's go. Code Omega Swan Daddy and Cajun, or Kayan, thank you very much for your resubs. Really appreciate it, dudes. Thank you. Thank you.
You saved my life. I thank you. Should you need something, find me at the Cockatrice.
The Cockatrice?
You saved my life. I thank you.
Okay.
Should you need something, find me at the Cockatrice.
The Cockatrice. Thanks, Red. Gaza Strip, I appreciate it, buddy. Nice of you to say.
For the Horde! Zag. Me no work. What do you want me to do?
All of my Warcraft stuff will always come from Warcraft 1 and 2. I'm sorry.
Zag.
I love that stuff so much.